streets ain't made for everybody. That's why they made sidewalks, cookie line.
Because I have a right to be heard, I have a voice. King George VI.
It wasn't funny for me, though. Miss Throckmorton was waiting. Every kid in the classroom was waiting. Every crow and every spider in the Black Swan Green was waiting. Every cloud, every car on every motorway. Even Mrs. Thatcher in the House of Commons frozen, listening, watching, thinking. Jason Taylor, Black Swan Green.
Good morning. My name is Elizabeth Brewer, and I am a sixth form boarder from New York City. Many of you know me as the girl who always has something to say. I am outspoken, or sassy, as some might phrase it, and if any of you have ever had a class with me, you know that I am never afraid to raise my hand. Challenge a classmate, an idea, and occasionally even a teacher. I guess this would define me as a chatterbox. Everyone in my family loves to talk. Dinners at my house are always lively and loud. Interruption is a common occurrence as we all attempt to share our point louder than the next. Here at Westminster, I've been told I talk to the point of excess, even talking in my sleep, according to my sophomore year roommate, Nornia. She was especially disappointed because instead of saying juicy secrets in my sleep, I would mumble gibberish simply for the sake of moving my mouth. Talking is one of my greatest talents. However, this talent has not always been easy for me. In fact, talking and conversing with others has represented both a blessing and a curse at different points in my life. When I was 5 years old, I had a severe speech impediment, most commonly known as a stutter. I could think of what I wanted to say, but I was unable to articulate the thought. Talking, a task that was so simple and natural for others, was a challenge for me. Many might not know this about me initially. My best friend at the time, Erin, would make fun of me and make me feel insecure about repeating a word 6 or 7 times before continuing on with my train of thought. I was not aware that I was doing something out of the ordinary until she pointed my stutter out to me. Pain, anger, and insecurity began to seep into my bones and penetrate even the most positive thought I had. The once bubbly, talkative toddler morphed into a shy, reclusive kindergartner who became afraid to talk out of the fear of messing up and embarrassment. Unlike Colin Firth's portrayal of King George VI of England in The King's Speech, speech therapy sessions were not entertaining or glamorous. Instead of taking place in a lush velvet room in Kensington Palace, I was in a dingy, damp basement in a townhouse on a side street of the Upper West Side of Manhattan. Despite our tumultuous first meeting, Rachel got me to feel comfortable as we talked about Judy B. Jones, the latest in Gap Kids fashion, and Disney princesses. I felt comfortable talking to her, but instead of having a normal-paced conversation, every time I repeated a word, Rachel would make me start my sentence over. It was as if I was starting a running race, only to be told to go back to the beginning to start over. These sessions to help me with my stutter were demoralizing, embarrassing, and humiliating. I would throw temper tantrums, whine and complain, but I would still be forced to go and see Rachel twice a week. Slowly, I could feel myself learning how to speak more fluidly. As Rachel and I talked, she would prompt me with arts and crafts projects, distracting me while I was talking. The purpose of this form of therapy was to distract me while I was talking so that I wouldn't overthink the process and stutter. I vividly remember the purple plastic pouch that held hundreds of colorful little beads, which I would string onto clear thread. Therapy suddenly became an activity that I was excited to go to. I loved making the bracelets. I would sit and talk to Rachel while creating bracelets and necklaces. Much to my mother's, aunt's, and grandmother's delight, I had made enough birthday and Christmas presents to last for years. Because who doesn't need a misshaped, glittery, rainbow-colored plastic bracelet made by a 6-year-old? Since I was preoccupied while I was talking, the ease and flow of my speech began to improve. Soon, Rachel took away the beads, much to my disappointment, and I was able to hold a conversation without stuttering for the first time. I felt triumphant. I had beaten my stutter, made a new friend, and become a professional bracelet designer. Not only did my newfound love of jewelry making exponentially increase the amount of plastic clutter in our apartment, but it also taught me how to make a disadvantage into an advantage and opened me up to the world of creativity. As silly as it is, plastic beads and clear string truly saved my self-confidence along with my ability to talk. Through this experience, I was able to learn something about myself, even at 5 years old. First, I could make one awesome rainbow-colored bracelet. And second, I could overcome adversity and hardship through both hard work and creative skill. My stutter led me to the creative process, for which I am grateful. Everyone faces adversity, and it is how one rises above it that shapes them into the person they will become. Even though I overcame my stutter, the deep-seated insecurity of talking in front of people, or even in one-on-one conversations, still remains. Many of you might know that I have been involved with Model UN since my 3rd form year, and Global Forum since my 4th form year. These are both organizations that involve the skills of debate and speaking in front of large crowds. Ironic, isn't it? I hope to continue debate regarding foreign affairs in college. When we travel to Model UN conferences, I still feel a pit form in my stomach, and my heart quickly drops before I speak. One can never fully be cured of a speech impediment. It's not like the chicken pox or the swine flu. There aren't antibiotics that can magically make it go away. I still have an occasional slip up, the accidental repetition of a word, the inability for me to translate what I am thinking into what I'm trying to say. When I feel like this, I try to calm myself down, visualize myself back in the basement of the townhouse, making the plastic bracelets. I have learned to trade out making those bracelets with reading and writing as a way to step back when I am feeling discouraged. Today, because of my past experiences, I appreciate the gift of engaging conversations, healthy debate, and the privilege of free speech. I never would have thought that I would be standing here in front of an entire school giving a chapel talk. Back then, the thought of talking just one-on-one was daunting. It is important to remember that everyone has a story. And here at Westminster, while the seniors are enjoying our last couple of weeks here on the Hill, I encourage everyone to find out more stories from more of your Westie friends. Make connections, make new friends. Because here at Westie, we are a community that can listen and learn from others. And as many of us venture away from the Hill, we will keep adding to our stories and our memories and making new ones.